kind of nice here in the Horse and Hound, because obviously we can't really be going up and bothering your beautiful horses. You've got. We should say now that you've got Delgany Lass, Delgany Star. Would there be, how many horses would you be working with up with the family? Is there more than that, or is that
we've about 29 in at the minute.
Holy moly! Well, I did mention before the cameras roll, it's a family affair. You've got the great Jerry, your dad is a trainer. You've got Sean now, your brother, who's the owner of Delgany Lass, and then you've also got younger sister Katie goes out in the mornings with you for the runs. Was this something that when you were growing up you sort of knew in your bones, my destiny is foretold, I have to get into this business because that's what everybody else is doing?
Yeah, it's just what I always wanted to do, like, really. So
was there any rebellion? You weren't going to say, you didn't say to your dad, I'm going to be a drummer, Dad, I don't want to do this?
No, so I always wanted to be a jockey, really.
So when it comes to a success like last Sunday, which is a huge success, a lot of people, they always see that as the beginning of a career, like, oh, you've won now, you're on the map now, people know who you are and all that. But of course, it's rarely the beginning for the actual rider, because you've been I don't know, how long have you been we'll say kind of preparing in a way for this?
Well, since I was young, really, just since I was a chap, like, I've always thought of everything, really, like.
Right, and would that be, I don't know, how young can you start, like 12, 13, 14, or?
Well, I've been riding since I was probably 4, 5, 6.
Ah, wow.
So, yeah, it was always just on a horse, really, like, you know.
Right. Now, would there have been a sense with the win on Sunday that this is different now, that now that you've won like a major point to point, you're I don't know whether you sort of feel you've moved up a little bit in the world of horse racing, or whether you just feel it's always a climb, you're always sort of working towards the next race, the next.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah, it's just starting my career, really. Like, I got my license and that, and I've only had 8 rides, really, so it's nice to get a winner, you know, obviously. So the license, is that I don't know, do you do, I have no idea about this, do you have to do tests, do you have to do a certain amount of actual, you know, I would say, horse riding before they can grant you the license, or? Well, you have to basically go and you do an assessment, and yeah, they look at your riding horse in the gallop, and you school over fences, and they watch you schooling over fences, and then you have to ride the simulator, which is basically just a mechanical horse, and they watch you just push that out, and you pull your stick into your left and right hand, and you just practice your finish, and when they look at you really like that, you know.
Would you ever sort of have doubts, or I think somebody's oh, there we go. Come on, Max, say hello. How are you? Hi there. So would you have had, like, in the situation of getting a license, would you ever had any doubts? Is it something that you can fail? Is it something that you can...
yeah, you can fail it, alright, yeah.
Right. I'm guessing, given the pedigree of the family, it would have been highly unlikely, but I'm sure there was fear there nonetheless.
Yeah, well, I'd just be a bit anxious, alright, but we got it anyway, so.
So I should ask about the family. How like did this start with your father, Jared? Did it start with somebody else that the Lawless family got deep into the horse racing?
No, just from my father, really. Yeah.
Right, and it's hard enough to get into from the point of view that if you don't already have like a stables, you're not already kind of involved in the great world of horse racing. It's not like somebody decided, you know, I'm going to buy 10 horses and start a stables. It must have been fairly kind of a long process for your dad to get to that point where he was a success.
Yeah, well, it's difficult to break through, just to break into, really, like, but
yeah.
He was a jockey as well, so like he
knew the world.
He knew what it was like, you know, and he always worked with horses and that, so he knows the game, like, you know.
So from here now, with the win, is there a busy season? Does your dance card fill up when you have a win? You get more kind of competitions, or is it always every year there's a sort of standard amount of races that you'll always do? I don't know how it works for a jockey.
Yeah, well, you have to get at least three rides a year to hold your license, you know.
Right.
But it's just really trying to get as much as you can, and obviously try to get as many winners as you can, you know.
I think that's the same rule down in Cabanas for years. But that idea too, that it's a career that, you know, in a way it's got like 20 years of prime, which, like footballing and all that. You've got a certain amount of time in your life that you can really kind of go for it. I'm guessing you've got that kind of commitment that you would think, well, that's it for me now. This is not like a hobby. It's not like I might do this occasionally. Does it feel like it's your life now for a while?
Oh, it is, yeah. That's what I've always wanted to do, and that's what I'm going to be committed to from here on in, anyway.
And should we ask, is Katie showing signs of loving it, or is she just happy to be part of the family? And
she loves the horses and that, but she's no interest in race riding, I don't think, yet, anyway.
All right, she's the sensible one in the family.
She might come around to it, yes.
Well, we wish you luck, and we'll certainly keep an eye on future. I mean, it's a wonderful thing to have such a major win. And of course, every race is going to be a challenge, and you never know. But it's a great kind of we'll say notch to have on your belt, and I'm sure you'll have many more. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much.